Hello, welcome to my second video. I've decided to completely change up the format of this. If you saw my first video, you'd probably know why. The tour of Camp Stugan with my shonky camera work was a little bit motion sickness inducing, and while it was entertaining, I don't think it really gave anything of value to people. So instead what I'm trying to do is create a series of videos that are to camera and they're more about my experiences. Now, why do I think my experiences would actually be useful to you, the viewers? Well, I'm not very experienced. This is my first time as an indie, even more so as a lead for a team. So you can go and find plenty of videos of people with far more experience than me that can give you far deeper analysis of the process. And there's people, you know, more academic, more intelligent than me, who can pick apart various theories and apply them to the same processes. So I've come to the decision that what I can offer is, in fact, my inexperience. The point of view of someone striking out for the first time on their own, the pitfalls they're going to come up against, and their triumphs, and their problems, and their thoughts. As they either succeed or fail. We shall see. So in the spirit of things, let me just jump straight in. We're in at the end of week 2 of Stugan. Week 1 was a lot of settling in and getting to know each other. So week 2's been really the first week of concentrated work. And I've already come upon a bit of a problem. And that is how to deal with criticism. Now, there's lots of resources about this, many of which I've actually read. My particular problem comes into me being a lead. So, historically speaking, I've had a bit of a problem with taking criticism. I'm much better now. You know, it's a skill you have to work on, and anyone who works in any industry, especially creative industries, will tell you that this is a skill, and it is important. And that being able to constructively take criticism when people are generous, and they are being generous when they offer it, is only going to make your projects better, make you better in the long run. So that was okay now that I'd realised it, and I was working within a team, and it was someone else's job to have the overall view and the vision for a project. But how do you consolidate that idea of being open to criticism with being the holder of the project, being the holder of the vision for the project? At what point does listening to someone else's criticism, no matter how constructive it may seem, jeopardize your vision? And I've had a lot of experience of that this week, because I've been working on things like the logo for the game, and also various design considerations for the way that the game would play. And often I find myself having, or getting drawn into debates over my decisions. And if I have to debate every single decision I make, completely, that's going to slow development of the game down. And it's also going to compromise my vision. But then at the same time, I don't want to then start using this as an excuse to be obstinate, to be stubborn, and to dismiss people's often very good advice. So this has led to some arguments within the team, thankfully now resolved. And yeah, it's an ongoing process. I think I've got a better handle of it now. I'm starting to learn the boundaries and to get a good feel for when I must just be strong and make my decision, and when I really am in need of other people's input to plug gaps in my own knowledge. As far as I can tell, there is no hard and fast rule for this. Really, it is just a matter of experience. The only thing that I can do is promise to listen, at least, to the feedback I'm given. And also know that I don't always have to justify my decisions. I mean, I should as much as possible, and especially within my team, because we're trying to make this as collaborative a process as possible. But at the end of the day, I am the dictator of the team. You know, I'm hopefully a benevolent dictator. So it must be operated on the idea that my final word is the final word for the project. I just have to make sure that I'm not too quick to jump to the final word, and that I do take other people's advice and experience into consideration when I make that. So I guess that pretty much concludes my first video. Other fantastic things have happened with Rosvita this week. It's not all doom and gloom, but I just thought I'd talk about this as a particular challenge that I faced this week, and I am still facing. And hopefully I will have more for you in the future. So thank you very much for listening, and please hit subscribe if you'd like to see more of this. Thank you.